Hi, boys and girls. We are getting ready to start lesson 7 of the human body study, and this lesson is all about your nervous system. So I'm excited to find out about and learn about the nervous system. We're going to start with some vocabulary words. Here are the questions we're focusing on. How do parts of the body work together to keep you alive? And this is our whole unit question, thinking about how everything works together. And today, for this lesson, we're talking about how do parts of the body communicate? So how do they communicate with one another? So let's get started on our vocabulary words. And this starts on page 14 of your journal. And you'll need 14, 15, and one word on 16. So the first word is consciously. Everybody say that with me. Consciously. It's an adjective. It's a word that describes a noun. So let's write that on the line. When you do something consciously, it means you do it on purpose. Let me move my little video here so you can see. It means you did that on purpose, okay? Deliberately. The next word is receptors. Say it with me, receptors. This is a noun. They're things. And they are organs or nerve endings that receive signals from inside and outside the body and send that information to your brain. So your receptors receive signals both from outside of your body. So if something's hot, you can feel it and your receptors say, oh, that's hot, or from inside your body, and they send that information to your brain. Next is reflex. Say it with me, reflex. Write it on the line neatly. I want to see neat writing and it should be spelled correctly. This is an action that happens almost instantly, often without the brain sending a message to perform the action. So if you've ever had your reflexes checked at the doctor, they hit just below your knee with a rubber mallet, not hard, but they tap you there and then your leg automatically jerks. You do it without even thinking about it. Next is command, and this is a noun, it's a thing. It's control or power, okay? So if you give a dog a command, you might tell them sit or lay down and they listen to you. Next is coordinates. Coordinates. We're gonna say this, coordinates. It's a verb, say it with me, coordinates, and then write it on the line. It means to make different things work together effectively as a whole. So to coordinate people, you might need to organize them into groups. To coordinate a puzzle, you have to make the pieces fit together. Next is cell body. This is a noun, it's a thing. Oops, there's a typo. That should be cell body, not del body. It's the center of the cell. So if you look here, right here would be the cell body. It's the very center of the cell. Next is dendrite. This is also a noun. It's a thing. It's a path along which nerves send messages to the brain. So right here is the dendrite. These little, they kind of look like tree branches. That's where the signals are sent. Lastly is flinch. This is a verb. And say it with me, flinch. And it means to draw back suddenly, which is an example of a reflex. So maybe if you get a shot, you want to, flinch a little bit. Flinch, if we would change that word to flinches, does anybody remember what we would do since it ends in a CH? We would add ES to it to make it flinches. Excellent. So boys and girls, make sure you have all of those words and definitions written neatly in your journal and submit pages 14, 15, and 16 on Schoology.